I'm doing score test B, and simultaneously I'm recording all my speaking. So I opened dictation.io and launch dictation. I'm and starting my practice B test. Here it is go. Let's start. The course includes extensive unit on climate change and require all students to read the Stern review on the economics climate change, which was published last year. This course dwells into the science and business challenges its pose, business and environment, government, as well as the discussion on possible solutions. The course includes an extensive unit on climate change and requires all students to read the Stern review on the economics of climate change, which was published last year. The course delves into the science behind the issue, the challenges it poses to the business and government, as well as the discussion on possible solutions. In the fast changing world of modern healthcare, the job of doctor is more and more like the job of chief executive. The job who runs the hospitals and physicians practices don't just need to know medicine. Must also be able to balance budgets, motivate a large and diverse staff, and make difficult marketing and legal decisions. A sound we have to pronounce clearly. Legal decisions. In the fast changing world of modern healthcare, the job of a doctor is more and more like the job of a chief executive. The people who run hospitals and physicians practices don't just need to know medicine. They must also be able to balance budgets, motivate a large and diverse staff, and make difficult marketing and legal decisions. Environmental problems caused by the hard rock mining involves water pollution by metal themselves, chemicals used processing, acid drainage, and sediments. Metals and metal-like elements in the ore are toxic and prone to cause trouble by ending up nearby streams and water tables as a result of the mining operations. A sound we have to pronounce it. Operations, problems, environmental problems. Environmental problems caused by hard rock mining involve water pollution by metal themselves, chemicals used in processing, acid drainage, and sediment. Metals and metal-like elements in the ore are toxic and prone to cause trouble by ending up in nearby streams and water tablets as a result of mining operations. In recent years, there have been one of more significant happenings that kept alive in the hope that have been deep sea may conceal strange links with the past. In December 1938, off the southeast tip of Africa, an amazing fish was caught alive, a fish that was supposed to have been dead for at least 60 million years. In recent years, there have been one or more significant happenings that have kept alive the hope that have been deep sea may conceal strange links with the past. In December 1938, off the southeast tip of Africa, an amazing fish was caught alive, a fish that was supposed to have been dead for at least 60 million years. In multilingual countries, code mixing, the use of more than one variety of same utterance, and sentence and code switching. The use of different languages or varieties between sentences is common and natural. Despite its frequency, or perhaps it because of it, some scholars and self-appointed guardians of linguistic morality view both code mixing and code switching as a sign of linguistic deficiency. Linguistic deficiency. As in multilingual countries, code mixing the use of more than one word code utterance, sentence, code switching. Stop. In multilingual countries, code mixing, a use of more than one variety in the same utterance or sentence, and code switching, the use of different languages or varieties between the sentences, is common and natural. Despite its frequency, or perhaps it's because of it, some scholars and self-appointed guardians of linguistic morality view both code mixing or code switching as a sign of linguistic deficiency. In this landmark account, first published 20 years ago, the author argues that the ignorance and lethargy of the poor are the direct result of the whole situation of the economic, social, political domination. By being kept in a situation when critical awareness and response are particularly impossible, practically impossible, that the disadvantaged are kept submerged, are disadvantaged, disadvantaged, are. In this landmark account, first published over 20 years ago, the author argues that the ignorance and lethargy of the poor are the direct result of the whole situation of economic, social, and political domination. By being kept at a situation in which critical awareness and response are particularly impossible and disadvantaged are kept submerged. Student must observe lab regulation frequency at all time. Its code of common occurrence that have different code of reference. The office said Dr. Smith will arrive later today. Student services provide help with housing and transport services. Yesterday skill seminar is on students who require seminar and training. Any sorted references you made can be put in the sorted accordingly. The research paper should be started with thorough reviewness of the paper. The aesthetic implication of the study is not yet fully explored. The inheritance between these two can be addressed. Journalism is publication and transportation of news. Sorry, now the image represents largest cities in worldwide, millions. Delhi, Tokyo, and Mumbai. Mumbai, Tokyo has highest, largest city, millions people, and from your overall perspective, we can say that it has highest. And some interesting aspects. The given image represents information about largest cities in 19